Come with me to photograph and create a 3D Zillow tour of a home. This home had a few random appearances, so let's get into it. So this is the camera, it's a 3D camera, and it has a lens on both sides, as you can see. So that way the camera can get the 360 view and you can literally turn it around. But right now I'm pulling out my 5D Mark IV and I'm about to put it on my tripod and get ready to set up to take 15 photos of the home. So I'll let you guys watch me do that. So first things first, I connect my tripod to my camera so that I don't have to worry about the camera being in the perfect height throughout the session. I also make sure that I have a flash. Once this part here, which is the transmitter, is connected to my camera, when I press the shutter button, it'll signal this to go off and it'll make a flash. So let me show you that. You see what I mean? I like to carry my book bag on my back while I'm doing the session because once I'm done, I'm kind of going in the backyard to get that photo or whatever. I don't need to come back and try to get all my stuff back on. I try to keep my setup and the way I do houses a little bit quick and the same at all houses, because if I have 5 houses in a day like I do today, I can't spend an hour at each house I can, but for me, I don't like to do that because I like to make as much money as I can in the shortest amount of time so I can get my butt back home and do other stuff. As you see, this house is not in the best condition, so this is probably a house that's been on the market for, the way it looks in here, at least 3, 4, 5 months that nobody has came in here and touched it. So you see that big old hole in the wall and this big hole in the wall over here. And if you look at the carpet in some of the rooms, it sucks. So that's why I also tell people to look at these Zillow tours or come in the actual house to tour it. If you bought this house and you didn't see it and you were coming from like Texas, you would have to come in and see this big gaping hole that I can see out the house. I can see the outside through that hole. But if you don't see it, you won't know it's there. I'm gonna go ahead and photograph the kitchen so that I can keep y'all in the kitchen and not in my way. So for kitchen shots, I always like to raise my camera up so that it's kind of like eye level with me, so that you can kind of see the appliances, and I'd rather you be able to see in the sink than look at it like a child's level. You know, that doesn't make any kind of sense. So this next shot, I'm trying to get all of this in the picture. And my camera is 16 to 35, so it'll be able to get all of that. So I'm gonna move myself all the way over here so that once I'm shooting facing that way and you can see more of the house. So let me show you guys how that looks. So because of the angle that I shot it at, you can tell that you can see the photo and you can see more of the living room space. Now, we're in the part of the video here where I'm taking the Zillow tour with you guys, but the process is super mundane. You literally go into each room, press in the app what the name of the room is once you've taken the photo, and one thing that you have to do is get completely out of the view of the camera before you take the photo. So that's why each time I'm clicking it, it moves to a different room. And typically in houses like this, once you get in there, you like to do that first shot where the checkerboard was on the floor. I like to move it around and get the hallway. I like to get the living room, different angles, a shot of the backyard. You're typically literally walking through the house as if you were looking at it for the first time. I get the garages. I try to keep the closet doors open so that they can get the layup. A few of my favorite parts of the process of getting the Zillow is definitely getting that entryway shot of the living room. And I said I typically like to go and get 2 different shots of each room so that you can maneuver into the space as if you were walking into it. Some homes are a little bit more difficult to photograph and have a lot of different weird angles. So being able to take the camera through the journey as if I were a client or someone potentially ready to buy the house, that would be what these are typically best for. I also like to say, as I said in the video, when you're viewing a house, as you can see on the ground here, some of the floors is split up and things like that. That's important to show once you're getting ready to view the home anyway. I'm getting the last few shots here, like the master bathroom, and I'm going to head around to the backyard and get that final shot. But thank you guys again for coming along on a day in life in my journey, photographer edition. See you guys in the next one. Bye.